Pour the brothers bond.
Being around you drives me nuts.
Is the pug snoring?
Not being around you drives me nuts.
Grab your wine glass and sit with your sweetie. Time to listen to Ash and the titular PD. Drunk
Like I got a traveler in me.
need to feed on blood like I'm addicted to type B. It's not a typo, I'm type A on the flow. Ties a hype beast, put a chain on the dough. Roll up the vervain, roll Spain in the cup. Turn my humanity off, not giving up.
Heck,
Other side sucking people up like twisters.
Bonnie's the anchor.
Jeremy's gonna miss her. The bro swap places Rick's back in the mix.
What's gonna happen on Vampire Diaries season 6?
How is the summer almost over? And yet, I feel like I got nothing done.
Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast, where a guy is watching the series for the first time with a superfan who has seen every episode. I'm the titular PD. Let's just say I put the PD in MFPD red. Just kidding. But please call me Pete, and I'm here with my co-host and co-parent Ash. Hello, Ash.
Hello, Pete. What's up?
Ash, we do have a sponsor.
All right.
Just in time for Mother's Day, today's sponsor is Oedipal Arrangements. Fruit bouquets from the fruit of their loins. These wonderful gifts make any mother blush, even your own. You don't have to be an oracle to know that this is perfect for birthdays, anniversaries, Valentine's Day, date night, or any time you want to show your mother how loved she is.
Date night with your mother.
Be a hero, a king amongst men. Your mom will love a sweet surprise from her special son. No matter the occasion, count on Oedipal Arrangements to always deliver forbidden delights, made only with the most delectable fruit and real gourmet chocolate. So good, it's sinful. Not getting one of these for your mom would be tragic. Use the code Sophocles at checkout, and you won't believe your eyes at the deals. And there's a little bit of fine print here. Not available for sons to give to their fathers.
So, is this what you're getting your mom for Mother's Day?
Oh, I'm not going to be using this at all.
Okay, well, that's a relief. At least it's there for those who need it.
For sure. Ash,
Yes.
tonight's episode, Season 6, Episode 15.
Wait, hold on. I do want to give a quick shout out to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's almost Mother's Day, but my mom was just recently telling us a story about how she just turned on our podcast for the first time.
Yes.
And was loving the opening rap so much.
Yes.
So, Mom, if you're listening to this episode, hello, I love you, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, you think that she'll get this in time for Mother's Day?
don't know.
She'll listen to the other 130 episodes before this one?
I don't know. I mean, she didn't start with episode 1. She started with, I think the most recent one that was out. Or maybe the first one of this season. But anyways.
Yeah, either season.
It could even take her several years to even listen to a second episode.
Yep.
But I'm putting it out there just in case.
All right, I'm shouting out my mom as well, who will probably never hear this, and then I'm going to shout out my grandkids. All right, grandkids, you're hearing this in the future. I'm hopefully dead when you're hearing this.
No, don't say that. That's terrible.
But speaking of your mom, yeah, she didn't know that I could attempt to rap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I have at least made a couple raps.
You have, and she was just very surprised, and then she was like, play it again.
Yeah.
Rap for us. That was funny. That was a good story.
Yeah, we'll see if she tunes in for season 7 when I have a new rap.
Mm-hmm. She probably will.
But for now, we're still on season 6.
Season 6.
Episode 15. I mean, we're in the back half for sure of the season.
Mm-hmm.
This episode is called Let Her Go.
Yeah. I feel like I just read a book called that.
Never Let Me Go.
Never Let Me Go. Yeah.
And you didn't finish it. Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm like, that sounds so familiar, but okay.
You need to see that movie now.
I forgot it was a movie. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. I have to email myself real quick.
I'll start.
I can't believe I didn't watch it immediately.
Everyone needs to watch this movie, Never Let Me Go.
That's crazy that I haven't watched it yet. You want to watch it again?
Maybe. Maybe if I'm prepared to be that emotionally vulnerable again.
I can't believe I haven't watched it. I've already read 3 more books.
The best way to consume that book and movie is to kind of watch the movie and then forget about the movie entirely, and then like 10 years later read the book and be like, was this that movie? I kind of know what that movie was about. And then read the book and be like, that was what the movie was about. And then rewatch the movie and cry during the book and the movie.
So that was your specific experience?
Yeah, that's the best way.
It's the best way?
Yep.
Okay.
Ash, speaking of people crying, cold open, burr. Young Caroline is crying because she fell off her bike. I was happy to see this flashback carry over into a new episode. Not because I cared about the flashback, but I was just like, hey, I remember that.
Yeah.
Mama Forbes, hey, speaking of moms, is helping Caroline. Caroline asks if she herself is going to die because of this bike accident.
Yeah. Little Caroline being dramatic, and she still is dramatic.
And then she asks her mom if her mom is going to die. Forbes says everyone dies eventually, but not for a long time. And Caroline says, what if you die and I'm still here? And Forbes is like, well, I guess by then you won't need me. And then Caroline says, I'll always need you, foreshadowing.
Yeah, which that's a nice thing to say to your mom, though.
Yep, very sweet opening scene. Caroline wakes up. Speaking of sweeties, they had all had a sleepover.
Yeah, everyone was staying close to Caroline.
Matt, Elena, Caroline herself, Ty.
Ty wasn't in the sleepover.
Stefan.
Damon was there, but he's in the kitchen.
Damon is up, crumpling paper. And I was worried about his haircut, but I think it turned out okay.
You know, it's not a good haircut episode for Damon, but also I was thinking about how he's writing this by the light of the fireplace. And I'm like thinking about how they have that fireplace on all the time. And I'm like, are they just always so sweaty? Because they have this humongous fire on.
Yeah.
Like year round. Which is a beautiful, huge, crazy big fireplace. But I'm like, all right. You're probably so hot. Your house is probably so hot.
Yeah, and he should have thrown that paper right there in the fire.
Right, that's what I'm thinking, like, that's probably why the fire was on, but then he didn't.
As Zoolander would say, Damon is working on Forbes's Ugoogly. She's trying to teach Damon a lesson about Damon's own mother. Damon was supposed to do her eulogy.
Right.
Didn't do it.
Right. We learned this last episode, but then we get to see flashbacks to it. I feel like I have a nose whistle. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. That'll be part of it. Caroline's like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to bond with you right now.
Yeah.
They're salty. But Damon has a tip for her. She isn't even having her worst day right now. It'll be next week when people aren't around and it's quiet. And this really lodges in Caroline's head for later.
Right. Which I think Damon was kind of telling her that, like, from a good place. Not like, well, you think this is bad? It's going to even get worse. I think he's, like, really just trying to prepare her.
Yeah.
Like, I know how hard this is, but, like, prepare yourself because it's going to get harder.
Yeah.
But he doesn't, like, deliver it as well. And she definitely takes it really tough.
Yeah. I don't think he's being specifically malicious.
No.
Caroline is right.
Sometimes he is.
Oh, definitely. Most of the time. That's why it's different now.
Right, yeah.
It's like, what? He's not being very mean right now. Caroline is writing a to-do list. Ash knew the song that was playing during this, but I did not.
Oh, yeah, but I don't remember it now.
All right. But, hey.
It was a real song. It was like a radio. It was on the radio.
Eagle-eared listeners to the podcast. Ash knew it.
I knew it. I'm surprised you didn't know it, though.
One of the things on our list is the reception at the Mystic Grill. Of course, there's no other establishment they could have it. They have no Olive Garden.
No. There's only one place to eat.
No Panera. No Fridays. If they had a Fridays in the town, it would be Friday the 13th.
Oh, probably true.
That'd be good.
New future sponsor.
Someone text me that.
I will.
Okay.
I'm the only one who can.
Someone in real time text me from listening. All right. And if you're listening now,
Forget this.
Forget this. I'm compelling you to forget this. It's definitely a real sponsor, and so is Oedipal Arrangements and MFPD Red and Vernacula, and they're all real.
Also, my mom thought it was real. She was like, "Oh, that you had a sponsor."
Yeah. That's why I think it was probably an early episode.
No, yeah, true,
Not one about like the hordes like listening and learning languages. I don't know. Let's see. They're all going to. I was like, so they're all going to compel people in the town. Like I thought that was going to be the game of the episode. Like someone go compel the flower guy.
Yeah,
Someone
because
go.
they said they could cut through the red tape. But
Yeah.
I think that is what she means. She's like, but we don't actually see that all in the works.
Yeah, I thought that might.
But it's
might
like,
happen.
just get it going.
And also, she's going to go casket shopping with Elena, but we don't see that either, right?
No, but we later see the casket.
A real A to C.
Yeah,
Jeremy has Elena's Ford Escape.
right. We don't see him or it this episode.
Do you think the Ford Escape, do you think was an XL or a SL all-wheel drive?
A slivered? What is it?
Nothing, I don't know.
Slod?
An SL all-wheel drive?
Yeah. Slod.
Bonnie.
Nothing, I don't know.
We have an inside joke that we're talking about on this public forum. All right, Bonnie walks. Okay, this is weird. Bonnie walks in front of them, but not for real because she's in 1994. But they do a little, kind of like in the Saw movies. In the Saw movies, they
definitely.
always have these transitions where someone
It's
walks
like they're
into
walking
the
by.
frame.
Or,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that. It looked like the actors were all there in the scene, but
Yeah.
they were in different like planes, time planes, whatever.
Yeah. Have you seen the Saw movies? I saw them.
You want to go see Saw?
Yes, and also let's watch that movie.
See Saw.
She has the view cam. You know, it's weird. I'm familiar with Ford Escapes, and I'm familiar with the view cam. Just, you know, those are just things that I'm familiar with.
Intimately.
Yeah, no like personal hands-on experience, but I just know a little bit about both of those products. All right, she's taping herself. It's day 278 in prison world. She has 2 broken toes. She has blisters and an ear infection. Who is she? Our pug?
Basically. Oh.
If anyone wants to, I don't know, how would they donate money to us? You don't have to, but just listen to more episodes. That doesn't pay us either, but just know that our pug is very expensive, and this is a free
They can help us
podcast.
get us money by buying your books.
Oh, hey, there we go.
And our merch.
I'm so bad at
You're like, how can we do this?
I'm so bad at selling books that
You forget?
yeah. Look me up and buy some of my books.
We
and,
could help offset some vet costs.
Yeah. Oh, merch. I'm wearing one of the forbidden Vampire shirts right now. You can't get these. TeePublic, if you're listening. Go F yourself. Just kidding. But there's plenty of legal shirts on TeePublic user High Dive.
And what about your books? You didn't say them still.
On Amazon or like your local bookstore could like order them for you or
Search
whatever.
Peter L. Harmon.
Yeah.
Peter L.
Yeah, Peter, Peterl, Charles, my friend
Charles
Charles.
and Peter L.
Yep.
Too many jokes. Okay. But for real, look up Peter L. Harmon and buy his books, please. Thank you.
I know, not to shade the moms out there, but Father's Day is coming up. You could get one of these dad joke books. I don't get money from that either.
I know. I wasn't gonna say it.
But you should. They're still good. Damn it.
I was just like,
It's a good thing I have a real job too.
Also, if you're a literary agent, reach out to us.
Oh.
That we can be mutual beneficial here.
It's funny. Yeah, we'll do a plug 15 minutes into the episode, but Yeah, I have a project. I need a lit agent, or hey, a publisher can just come straight to me
Come
too.
straight.
But yeah, literary agents, or even if you have heard of a literary agent and
You're
you're
friends with one?
like, yeah, and this is a good one or whatever, let me know because I'm querying.
Yes. This project, you guys, is out of this world.
Ash, Bonnie has her magic again. You know, actually, other podcasts do ads like straight up in the thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure, all the time.
In fact, it's very annoying and I skip them.
Me
but
too. Ours is like more fun.
Ours is organic and also we're not getting paid for it. So,
No. And we're not reading some script.
nope, definitely not. I mean, if we were, that'd be crazy.
That would be the worst script.
And the end of the script that I wrote. Okay.
Back to the pod.
She has her magic again from a Canadian rock that she phesmatosed.
Yeah. Remember, she had to go to the
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Yep. She's drinking Brothers
Landlocked
Bond.
Nova Scotia. We didn't know.
She had the landlock blues. Jinx. All right. Joe is barfing. Tells Alark to stay away. She has Thai food poisoning. I knew immediately she was pregnant.
Okay, I was waiting for you to say it while we were watching it. But you didn't. So I was just like,
Okay, I didn't, but I also said that was Damon's mom before he said it too.
oh, you did?
Yeah, I was like, that's either an early Kristen Wiig audition character for SNL,
That's good.
or it's Damon's mom.
Okay, the other thing I was wondering if you Pete-dicted mid-episode was that Caroline was gonna turn off her humanity.
No, even when she was preparing, I thought she was just gonna kill herself.
Wow, okay.
I was like, man, she's going hard on this. Like her mom.
Did you forget about the humanity switch, I guess?
Yeah, probably. She's like, my mom's dead. I'm coming with your mom. Mm-hmm. All right, the doorbell rings. It's Kai, but he was so sick he looked like Pete Davidson. He had a scraggly scruff.
I like it that to make him look sick is just to make his hair really flat.
Yeah.
Like, that's how you make someone look sick. Like, if your hair is flat to your head and you have dark circles under your eyes, then you're dying.
Yep. He had like a big Mars Attacks tattoo that he was going to get lasered off.
What?
That's a Pete
Oh,
Davidson
that's another
joke.
Pete Davidson. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. I get it, though.
He was doing a scene with Joe Pesci. That's another Pete Davidson joke.
Okay.
All right. He's sick. Joe has food poisoning, she reiterates. Mm-hmm. They're not twins, so that merge was not legit.
Well, him and Luke are not twins.
Him and Luke are not twins,
Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's like, this is like rebelling against him, and he feels like he's dying. And he has to take Joe's magic.
He barfs up blood into a vase. Mm-hmm. And if he dies, if Kai dies, if Kai dies, then so will Joe and the whole dumb coven.
Right.
And so he says, fix me. Mm-hmm. All right, Damon is tying his tie. All right, this is a flashback. Damon is tying his tie as a man, but then he's a little boy. Oh, it's baby Stefan is what I wrote. Damon is a man still.
Yeah, Damon is still played by Aiden Somerhalder. They
That's
should have
so
got
fun.
a younger actor, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like, even if the age difference is still what it is, it shouldn't have been exactly Ian Somerhalder.
Or he should have been wearing like lederhosen and had a big lolly and little curls
Yeah.
so that he looked younger.
That would have been so bad. I'm glad they didn't do that.
All right, Damon.
But yeah, it looks really silly with little tiny 10-year-old boy Stefan and grown man Ian Somerhalder.
Yeah, that was really weird. Okay, Damon hasn't finished the speech that he's supposed to give for his mom.
I will say though, this does show that like how much of like a father figure caretaker Damon feels for Stefan. because he was like, his big bro, and was there when his mom died or whatever. So I feel like it gives you a little bit more perspective on their relationship.
Yeah, because we've only seen them as teens, and they are just played by their 30-something selves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But in this scenario, Stefan is 10 and Damon is 40.
Yes.
All right, Stefan talked to their mother's angel. She didn't visit Damon.
Yeah, in his dream, he said.
Back to the present, Stefan is there. Damon doesn't have the eulogy for Forbes written yet. And, all right, so there's been some sparks between Caroline and Stefan. Stefan tells Damon.
Yeah, and we know they smooched.
Damon says, finally. Damon says, but Caroline's not the one for Stefan, so get out of it.
He knew that he wasn't the one because that she wasn't the one because Stefan, kind of hesitated and, needed Damon's advice. And he's like, well, that's your answer right there, basically.
In the past, Stefan has been in love with 2 people who shared a face.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we know.
And it was Tommy Lee Jones. All right. Damon says that it's not true love between Stefan and Caroline. Caroline wants the real deal, so get out before you make things worse.
Mm-hmm. But don't do it today. Give her today.
The 2, Stefan was also in love with 2 different other people that shared a face, and it was Nick Cage and John Travolta.
I'm surprised that wasn't the very first thing you said. He was also in love with Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen.
And also, the last one was that he was in love with. So this is 8 people now. Aaron Eckhart.
Why? What's he?
Two-Face.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's another Two-Face. Mrs. Magruder is telling Caroline some awkward sympathies. Mm-hmm. Elena saves her from Mrs. Magruder. Mm-hmm. She gives her mourning advice.
Yeah, because Elena has been through it.
Caroline says she kissed Stefan, and she wants to talk to him.
Right. I think if this was real life, Elena would still be a little bit upset that Caroline kissed Stefan, even though she was rooting for them, I guess. Mm-hmm. And she knows that she had feelings for Stefan, but still, that's Elena's ex-love.
Right.
And that's her best friend. I don't know. I don't think in the real world that would ever be you know what, I'm actually fine with it. No,
right.
No way.
Definitely not. Jo is a doctor, as we know. Mm-hmm. She's checking out Kai and asks Kai if he's pregnant.
Yeah. Lol.
Alaric likes to watch, I said.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame Alaric. You don't trust Kai?
Oh, in that way, okay.
Yeah, in the real way.
In
the show way.
Kai is magically diseased.
Right, because Joe's there's nothing medically wrong with you, and Kai's I know. It's magic.
He barfs up blood again. He holds on to Joe's arm, and it glows. His hand glows on her arm. Alaric pulls him away. Kai feels better because he juice boxed her magic. Mm-hmm. And Joe will only survive if Kai survives, so he wants her magic. And this is some new information. If he dies, the multiple Gemini prison worlds collapse. Mm-hmm. So that means Bonnie dies or disappears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is kind of an interesting thing with Kai and the magic because he was trying to get Joe's magic for his whole life, basically. And then in this episode, she just gives it to him. Mm-hmm. But she can give it to him now because he's more trustworthy because he merged with Luke and took on some of Luke's characteristics. Mm-hmm. And because taking Joe's magic won't kill Joe. Instead, not taking Joe's magic would kill Joe. So,
the irony.
So soon after everything, the tables are turned.
All right. This is the question that I have, though.
Okay, I hope I can answer it.
Since Kai merged with Luke, is Kai bi?
Oh. Well, I don't know.
All right.
All right, hold on though. In this episode, which we already talked about, and we'll talk about it soon though too, we find out that Joe's pregnant,
Yes.
and that's why she was throwing up.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think that he really needed to take? You know, because at first he was like, "I'm sick, and that's why you're sick too," but she's sick because she is pregnant. So, do you think that? Do you really think? Well, actually, no. It still works because she still would have died if Kai died. I was gonna say did he really not even need to take her magic because she wasn't sick? But it doesn't matter if she was sick or not.
Right.
So never mind. I answered my own thought.
All right. Bonnie is in the cave. She has magic. She has the Ascendant, and an eclipse is happening.
Yeah,
But
Bonnie.
the prison world starts collapsing, and then she's in a new snowy world.
Like 1 second right after she's about to do the spell.
Elena is worried about Caroline. Damon still can't write the eulogy. Forbes is having her last laugh from beyond, playing a good old trick on Damon. And then Elena tells him to write it for Caroline.
Yeah, this is good advice from Elena.
Elena kisses Damon. He flashes back. He's at his mother's grave, and he didn't give the speech. Stefan is like, why not? And he couldn't decide what to say. And Stefan is crying. He could have said goodbye. And so then back in the present, Damon begins to write.
He's working through his stuff.
Joe and Alark are talking about if she's going to give her magic to Kai. Alark thinks it's not going to end well no matter what, but he'll support her. I said he's an ally.
That's true. Also, he's lived through so many of these supernatural plans that he's like, nothing ever works.
Yeah.
And it's like, something always goes wrong. It's like, well, that is true.
So
Alark.
true. I feel that way about some stuff too. He tells her he loves her though. All right. Forbes' funeral. Caroline is at the casket with Forbes in there. Stefan walks in. She says she's doing okay, but not really.
No.
She doesn't know what category of friend to put Stefan in right now.
Yeah, because she's trying to use Elena's advice of like how to respond to different groups of people.
Yep. And she says that her categories are friend zone and bone zone. I was like, right in front of your mom, you said that? They're going to hash it out in front of the corpse, I said.
I know. The open caskets are so crazy to me.
Then Stefan says, let's talk later. They hug. They're going to talk later. And I said, cool scene, lol. Because, like, nothing happened in it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of, like, subtext of, like, I do think we should talk about this, but, like, not today. So that already puts it in Caroline's mind that he doesn't want to be with her. Because if he did, wouldn't he just be like, I want to be with you, give her a hug and a kiss right there?
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to wait to talk about it because it's a sensitive subject, it's probably not good news. And this is what influences Caroline's decision to turn off her humanity. So it is an important scene.
Okay. Because, yeah, it's sort of the old we need to talk is never, like, about something awesome.
Right, exactly.
Or, like, yeah, I forget what the other
We
one
can
is,
wait for me to tell you this good news.
Yeah. Like, tell me the good news now. Or the bad news. All right, Elena sort of, like, creeps in.
Yeah.
She's like, I haven't seen the Babadook, but she's like, it's kind of like in the background, like the Babadook.
Did you like Elena's hair in this episode? It's very different.
Yeah, but she's such a minor character. I wasn't really paying attention. I was writing most of the time.
I think it looked cute. It made her look younger, though.
As young as Stefan?
No.
As young as Damon in the flashbacks? All right,
No.
now it's funeral
Neither.
time. Caroline tells Forbes she's going to be okay. Bonnie is in a snowy tundra hell dimension, she says. I believe there were footprints of some sort through the snow.
Yeah.
The northern lights were popping off. She goes in some house and lights a candle. Fuzzmatos style.
Incendia is what it is.
Oh, nice. And then she reads about the northern lights in a
Like a gurnal.
journal, yes. And it's 1903.
Dun dun dun.
Matt is at Forbes' funeral.
Hold on, I have to say something about Incendia. If a witch walked into our house and they were like, Incendia, they'd get like one candle over here and like one candle over there. But this other house, luckily it was in 1903 because that was how they had light in their house. So there was lots of candles to turn on.
Yeah.
But what if you're a witch and you walk in, you're like, Incendia, and just a little one tea light candle turns on? Or none.
You wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah, I know.
Before you do the Incendia thing, you should also do a...
Just to check.
if you're in like an 80s a house from the 80s, like maybe the clapper.
The clapper.
Yeah, the clapper would turn on.
Or if more future house, you could use your Google Home or whatever.
Oh yeah. Matt is at Forbes' funeral staring at a horse.
He is?
Yeah, isn't he? I wrote that. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, okay.
Doesn't seem real right now.
Because he's like I think he's just mesmerized by the police of it all.
Oh, a police horse.
like-
Oh, they're outside.
I'm like, what are you saying?
Okay, yeah, they're outside wherever they're at, the courthouse or
Yeah,
whatever, and he's staring at this police horse.
Matt is staring at a horse.
I should have had more context for that. All right, Ty runs up. He's drunk. He's been drinking for days.
Yeah, he's falling down the stairs, and Matt is like, no, you're not doing this to Caroline.
Matt polices him
Yeah.
and doesn't let him in. Foreshadowing. A pastor is preaching. Everyone is there but Ty. She gets a cop funeral.
Yeah, this cop funeral, like, I was surprised to myself of how it made me emotional. I was tearing up, but with them doing the final call on the CB radio or whatever, and they were like, no answer or no response or something.
Yeah.
That was sad. It kind of reminded me of the 8 bells
Yeah.
for sailors or people in the Navy.
Seamen.
Yeah, seamen.
Yeah, the
Sea women.
police force has a flair for the dramatic, for sure.
I think that was sweet, though.
Yeah, they do the last call. Damon gets up to do the eulogy, and Liz Forbes was his friend, and this is a message to her daughter, Caroline.
Yeah, which you remember when Liz was telling him this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay,
he's
so-
not making it up.
Yeah, he's talking about that conversation, and
Yeah.
he said, but I had to cut her off. She didn't get a chance to finish. And I said, he was like Kanye to Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Even though Kanye says, I'm going to let you finish, but
Did he?
no.
Did he let her finish?
The sad thing about that that thing with Taylor Swift
Yeah.
is when everyone was booing him, she thought that everyone was booing her
Oh.
because she was young and not understanding, and he was talking about Beyonce and stuff.
Yeah.
She was just like so caught off guard. She thought all the people were booing her.
Man, that's like a villain origin story.
Right? It totally is. That's why she wrote the Reputation album.
All right. Caroline's mom is proud of her. She's a bright light in a sea of dark. Extraordinary. I said nice words from Damon. And Forbes was a hero to the town and a hero to Damon also.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye, Sheriff. You will be missed. I said speech was kind of short.
It was, but it was nice. He did a good job.
Caroline gets up and sings.
I know, but I thought that she was going to, like, hug Damon or say something to him, but they just ignored each other.
Mm-hmm.
And then she sang. And what happened while she sang?
I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but Stefan kind of leans in, and I wrote that I think he felt it move.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what you're thinking?
He got H for B, basically.
Yeah.
Just like, huh?
And then I also said, I wonder how long this actor has been waiting to sing on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was good at singing.
Yeah, she just sang really well.
But it'd be kind of weird if she sang in any other context. Like, Elena, come over and we're going to do karaoke or whatever.
Well, that wouldn't be weird, actually.
No, it wouldn't. Actually, I
Really
cracked it.
Really normal.
They should have done a cold open like that. Mm-hmm. Maybe season 7. They'll do that. All right. After party at the grill, Ty is there, tells Matt that he's sober, like an hour later. Mm-hmm. He's sober now. He has 1 hour. I remember I got sober 1 hour ago. But Matt gets it. Matt wants to be a cop. Mm-hmm. And I said he has cop tendencies for sure.
I feel like you called this. Like you, I don't know that you exactly Pete-dicted it, but you were really close.
Yeah, I was like, he's got real vibes.
Like that one guy. What was that guy's name?
Skip or Trip.
Yeah, Trip.
And I said, this is the backdoor pilot for MFPD read the new class. Oh, because he wants Ty to do it too.
He wants Ty to do it too.
Ty and Matt as rookie cops.
Yeah. Actually, this is good for the town though, because you need to have someone on the inside that knows about the vampires.
Yep.
So it kind of serves its purpose.
I heard that Ty asked if it was going to be an in-person job or remote, and they told him hybrid.
That's a good one.
Caroline wants to walk home alone. Elena doesn't want her to let her go. They hug. Caroline will be fine. She leaves the grill.
All she needs is alone time. And then Elena has a face.
Yeah, and why did you tell me that?
Because I wanted you to Pete-dict what Caroline was going to do when she got home. Because I wanted you to notice that Caroline was speeding everything up. She wrote sell the house on the list. And then she kept being really weird about, I'm fine, I just need to get through this day. Everything will be better tomorrow, blah, blah, blah.
People with the humanity switch off don't need homes.
Well, I'm just saying, she was trying to be done with everything.
For sure.
And then she was like, I just want to be alone. I'll be better when I'm by myself or whatever. And Elena's like, I don't trust you.
Yeah. All right, so Bonnie is in the old house. She's got her view cam.
Yeah.
It's Stefan and Damon's house.
Yeah, she's a cute little pic of them.
There's old pics of them, yep. Jo is ready to give her magic to Kai. Bonnie's land starts shaking where she's at. Mm-hmm. Now she's in the Eclipse Woods. Mm-hmm. She's running through different worlds. Yeah. Snow world, other world.
It's just like transporting her back and forth, but she just keeps running.
9403. 9403. Uh-huh. She cuts herself on the palm.
Yeah, with the
ascendant. A lady starts walking up on her.
In 1903.
Possible old Kristen Wiig character. Who are you, she says, and then Bonnie gets zapped away.
Yeah, well, you didn't say how Bonnie was like, I can do the spell. There's an eclipse and an aurora borealis. These are both supernatural, whatever. No, not supernatural. What are they called? A celestial event. I can do this. And she starts saying the spell with the ascendant while it keeps flashing her back from place to place. But when she finally says the spell, like, enough to transport her... Oh, there's my nose whistle. Enough to transport her back, then, yeah, she sees this woman. She's like, who are you?
Yep.
And then it's like, whoop.
Yep. You said it best.
I did. You missed out on the important parts.
Okay. Jo is ready to give her magic to Kai. Okay. Yep. We already did that. Okay. Kai feels better now that he has Jo's magic. Mm-hmm. He whispers something to her. Mm-hmm. And then says, have a good life. And she looks super shocked when she whispers to him. Yeah. I mean, he whispers to her. She's pregnant, as we know. And then Alaric sort of does a ultimatum season 1, or kind of season 2 also, where he's just like, marry me. Yeah. And
Jo's like, no, she doesn't want to have like a just pity proposal.
To a pregnant witch, which that sounds like a good like saucy romance novel. A pity proposal to a pregnant witch. But Alaric has a ring. He's been waiting to propose. And actually, I wrote a note They would have been good on the ultimatum.
Oh, yeah.
I have ultimatum on the brain. I have Netflix's The Ultimatum on the brain.
Yes. But yeah, he's been trying to propose, trying to get the timing right.
And he wants to have a baby with her. Mm-hmm. And it's something he never thought he'd have.
Mm-hmm. He's excited. Daddy Alaric.
He is a disciplined daddy. We know that. He proposes properly, and she says yes.
Yeah. I love that this is happening in season 6, and you predicted at the beginning of the series that Alaric was going to be one of those quick characters.
Yep. I thought he was going to be like that coach.
And I was just like, you're wrong.
Someone needs to get the tally board going. Wrongs versus rights.
Yeah, for real.
All right, Damon is drinking at the grill. Stefan walks over and says, good speech. And the goodbye wasn't about Damon. It was about Caroline. He failed Stefan back in the day by not doing their mom's eulogy. Mm-hmm. And Stefan says that Damon was wrong about Caroline because he does feel for her.
Mm-hmm. It might not be true love, but he does feel for her.
Some type of love he feels. Mm-hmm. I said, this is a big episode.
Yeah, you did also say that when it ended.
Stop wasting your time with me. Go to her, Damon says, and Stefan leaves. Caroline is getting home. She has her mom's American flag. Mm-hmm. Her mom isn't in the chair anymore.
No, and she's not reading any books either.
She's not sitting 2 feet above ground. She's laying 6 feet underground.
Okay, yeah. Why'd you say it like that?
She's not home. She's in a new
She's dead.
resting place. I don't know. I only wrote her mom isn't in the chair, and then the rest of it.
The rest of it was worse.
More of a tone poem. More of in the spirit of.
This has already gone on too long.
Elena's there. She comes in like the Babadook. All right, something has been bugging her.
Mm-hmm. She calls out
Where
Caroline.
do you need to be? Why are you going so fast? Mm-hmm. Is she going to turn off her emotions? Mm-hmm. Damon made Caroline realize that the pain will get worse. But if she flips the humanity switch, it's going to be deadly. Mm-hmm. So she's really going to flip it and then start killing people?
Well, everyone does. Think about whenever of the vampires have had their humanity off. They just feed on whoever. They
Even
don't care.
Elena did?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She wore a leather jacket.
She had her hair dyed red. A strip of it.
So Caroline's like, well, you got to do it. Why not me? Can't I escape grief too? And she like lists the different stuff Elena has done, because Elena is on some BS pretty often. Mm-hmm. So,
I mean, yes, she sounds hypocritical, so I get what Caroline is saying. But Elena's like, those are my biggest mistakes I've ever made.
Yeah, she's like learn from my mistakes.
Yeah, like, don't do the thing I did that was bad.
And my typo is that she wants the pan to be gone.
Instead of pain.
Instead of pain.
The pan.
She wants the pan to be gone. Which,
God damn pan.
that was kind of like us earlier this week. We wanted our pans to be gone.
Yeah, you were like, when can I throw these away?
And we got new pots and pans. All right, what if Stefan said the right thing earlier? Would you still want to turn off your humanity? And he didn't, so it doesn't matter. But she doesn't know Stefan's on his way.
Right. She doesn't know that he has changed his mind.
Elena hugs her, and Caroline snaps her neck.
Yeah, that's neck snapping was gruesome. And because it's like from Elena's face, and she's just like, oh.
Damon tries to call Caroline. No answer. But Bonnie is there making pancakes.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember Damon trying to call Caroline because I just was excited about Bonnie.
She jumps into his arms. Mm-hmm. They're friends now.
I know, isn't it so nice that they're so happy to see each other?
Yeah. And I said that lady was probably Damon's mom. Mm-hmm. And then they said that.
And then she shows him the camera.
Yep.
And he's like, oh my gosh, that's my mother.
And Stefan goes to see Caroline. Elena is on the flow. And yeah, Damon watches that video Bum, bum, bum.
And yeah, Stefan's just like looking for Caroline.
That's it.
Oh my gosh, Bonnie is back. So exciting.
Very exciting that she's back.
And so, like, I feel like so proud of Bonnie, you know, that she stuck it out and she figured it out and she brought herself home and
now she has magic, or did she use it all, do you think?
She has magic. She just had to say a spell.
She got it from a Canadian rock. Mm-hmm. All right.
How many fangs?
Big episode.
Yeah, big up.
I'm going to say 1.821, and the 2-1 is for the Forbes 21 gun salute.
Except they didn't do that.
R.I.P.
Yeah, I could go like 1.8, 1.9.
Yeah,
it was a really good episode. A lot was happening. So good. Bonnie's back. But Caroline is being annoying, being like not. I mean, obviously she's so upset about her mom, but it's like, just don't be so rash. Like, just wait 1 second before you ruin your whole life.
Yeah, so Caroline's going to turn off her humanity. Damon's going to be mad. Stefan's going to be smad.
And to her humanity, if she turns off her humanity and then Bonnie's back, like, doesn't that stink? That timing is annoying.
Yeah, there's always that bad timing with that stuff. Matt and Ty are going to start their training montage.
Okay.
Jeremy, I hope we flash in on Jeremy.
Well, Alaric said if Bonnie came back that Jeremy would be the first person he called.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then Alaric and Joe are going to have to get the nursery ready. She's going to be, like, have the baby super quick, I'm sure.
Like this season?
Oh. And twins.
Okay, okay.
Kai's going to want to kill those twins so bad. It's like a thing he loves.
All right. That was good. Those were good Pete-dictions.
Man, when Kai was back in 1994, when was the And Twins commercial?
Oh, gosh. I don't know when that commercial was.
Because was he able to, like, watch it over and over and love it? Because that would be right up his alley.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Any more plugs?
Just same old plugs. Okay, what actually do I get a cut of? Okay.
Your
You gotta
books that you wrote and published yourself.
The Happenstances Young Adult Book Series, Horror from the High Dives, Volume 1 and 2.
Volume.
And then, this surfing book that my buddy Rick wrote, All Roads Lead to Dockweiler. You should read it in the summertime. In fact, a lot of my books go okay in the summer.
They go really great in the summer.
Horror from the High Dive Volume 2 actually has a theme of seasons. Mm-hmm. And you can read it all year round.
Absolutely.
Buy some merch on TeePublic.
TEE.
You laughing over there? you laughing at my plugs?
Okay. That's good. Just end it there.
Okay.